songs, I'm going to play it through you.
Let's have you guys introduce yourselves.
My name is Cyrus Neighbors. I'm from Durango, Colorado.
I'm Murray Neighbors. I live in St. Joseph, Missouri.
And I'm Darius Neighbors, and I live in Charlottesville, Virginia.
That's awesome.
My parents took me to national parks. In 1949, we drove to Yellowstone in their brand new 1949 Plymouth. And in those days, you could drive right up to Old Faithful. I mean, right in front of it.
We did so much camping and going to so many national parks as a kid that it's just synonymous with growing up.
I had that experience growing up with my parents, and I wanted them to have the same experience, plus I wanted to have it again. A number of years ago, about 25 years ago, I was told 3 times that I had 6 months to live because of metastatic melanoma, and they were young, 3 and 7, I think. And so I wanted to write something to them that they could read when they were older, read when they were adults, to know who I was and what I was thinking about and what I wanted them to learn and all of that kind of thing. And it was hard for me to admit that I had to write that, or that I wanted to write that, because, you know, nobody wants to admit that they're mortal.
He had cancer the first time when I was 7 or 8. I was young. I don't remember the first time, but then the second time where they told him he had so little to live, I remember spending time in hospitals. I remember vague things like that.
Realizing that I had survived 25 years, so we could probably forget about that particular incident in my life.
It was longer than that.
My dad just nonchalantly is like, oh, I have this diary that is from 25 years ago when I had cancer and was gonna die. I thought you and your brother might want a copy of it. And you're kind of like, what? Like, you've had this diary for 25 years and you didn't give it to us?
Well, you make memories that are in your head, and you also have pictures and souvenirs that you bought, and they have different memories than I do because they were a different age and all of that kind of thing, but I thought that was important.
And then I went and sat on the couch reading through this diary, basically in the dark by myself, crying.
Regardless of what he was going through, he wanted to make sure that he did right by us, and national parks was always something that we did, and that's how we spent our time as a family.
I wanted to pass on not only specific information, but also the curiosity and the sense of wonder and the sense of asking questions and finding out new things. I think that's probably the thing I really wanted to pass on.
It makes me very glad that I'm not showing my kids the park when I'm going through all that, and also makes me appreciate, what he was doing, taking us and making sure we were having a good time, even though he was probably feeling like absolute garbage. But it makes me want to do all those things with my kids too.
Ready?
Yep.
You give us the countdown.
You gotta count.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. Put a little love in your heart, in your heart.
Great.
Acapella.